So to give you some ideas on some of the values that we do create, we see a lot on top management is driven by cost reduction. And what does that actually mean? So to give a little interesting idea what that can be, this is, some people have probably seen GNSS or high accuracy GPS antennas connected to iPhones or iPads or other tablets. But here we are looking at a GNSS antenna with RTK connections that gives us roughly 2 centimeters accuracy XYZ. So if you think of this one where the surveyor is going out and testing to try to figure out where the borders of a property is, this goes much, much quicker than setting up the current way of working with for surveys. By doing this in AR, connecting to a VMS service in the back that gives you very accurate data unrecorded, and then we can directly see the borders. You can even put up and say, one day, make a game out of this, want to figure out, have my neighbor stolen 2 centimeters of my property or not? Or do new things that we couldn't do before. For instance, reach areas you cannot reach. This you see an open trench where it was scanned while it was open and then closed, and of course you can't reach it afterwards. But what you do see here is something that we call the glassify effect. So we're actually extracting information from the video feed from the camera and use that as a layer going forward. So you really solve the parallax problem. I guess you've seen a number of solutions or demos where it seems like if you have data that is underground or partly overground, you will see that they fluctuate. You are not sure shit is it below or above ground. With using setting focus on these kind of elements, we make it much more understandable and adaptable for people to solve these kind of problems as well. Another sample is how do we use what we call intelligent cursors and understanding even on virtual elements in combination. So you can really see what areas and the surface orientation. You get that indication back from the cursor itself when you are working on things. So these are elements that we think is quite important going forward. So a lot of these kind of smaller things we have identified to really make sure that we can really deliver value on the work.